I still recall the message. Casual, mean, and perfectly suited to her mother. Mary said if you want to be a part of it, you can watch through the Google Earth window. LOL. That was how my daughter Sarah informed me. I was not welcome at her own wedding. The same celebration I helped finance. The same daughter I raised alone when her mother Julia walked out. I stared at the display for a long time. The three dots pulsed, waiting for a reply. I typed only one sentence. Certainly. Enjoy your great event. Then I placed the phone down. My hand did not shake. It had not in years. Her mother Julia used to say I was too composed, that it disturbed her. How I would smile when she attempted to provoke a conflict. Perhaps she was right. Calmness is hazardous. It grants you time to plan. When we first met, I was the one without funds. She was ambitious, restless, attracted to anything that gleamed. I thought affection would ground her. Instead, it made her restless. She departed when our daughter Sarah was 9, told me she required liberation. I provided it to her, along with the property and half my savings. She called it emancipation. I called it tuition for the lesson I had just absorbed. I rebuilt quietly. New venture, new existence. I never spoke negatively about her too. Sarah, even when Julia distorted the narrative, "Your father surrendered," she would whisper. "He simply stopped fighting." But I fought in silence. And silence, I have learned, is where patience develops sharpness. The first warning came 3 years ago. Sarah stopped calling. Her tone shifted. Courteous, distant, practiced. Every message from her carried Julia's influence. The same sharp sarcasm, the same disdain wrapped in laughter. Then she sent me a message one afternoon. "Mom says you should assist with the location payment. It is for me, not her. Do not involve the past." I transferred the money that night. No hesitation. It was not for Julia. It was for the girl who used to draw on my office walls and call me her hero. But I retained every receipt, every text, every electronic mail. Not for vengeance. Not yet. For documentation, for when emotion would cloud memory.com. When the Google Earth message arrived, I already understood what was coming. Julia had spent months feeding her toxicity to our daughter, rewriting history sentence by sentence until I was the antagonist in every narrative. So when I said enjoy your great event, it was not surrender. It was the commencement of something. I did not sleep that night. Instead, I reviewed the documents, the bank transfers, the signed agreements, the evidence of my financial backing. I had wired half the budget directly under my name. The venue, the catering, the French chateau. Julia boasted about online. Every payment traceable to me. And one minor detail Julia had overlooked. I had registered the celebration's event name under my business portfolio because the payment was processed through the company card. In legal terms, it implied the event brand, including media rights, photo, licensing, and publication usage, belonged to me. So when the wedding photographer attempted to share the images online, the next morning they were blocked. Every image, every tag, every post, copyright claim by Pearson Holdings, the notice read. My phone illuminated with her calls. My daughter frantic, crying, bewildered. Julia tried calling to oscillating between fury and pleading. I did not respond. I was too occupied on a video conference with the Chateau's legal team. The agreement was under scrutiny. Until it was resolved, the location was frozen for future reservations. Julia's payment, my payment, was on hold, and the premium honeymoon package paid through the same business account was canceled within the hour. Revenge is not shouting. It is silence that moves in straight paths. By noon, the story had circulated among their attendees. The social media stars, the photographers, even the caterer, all locked out of material they had hoped to share. The wedding intended to crown Julia's victory had disappeared into legal limbo. That evening, Julia sent a message. "What do you want from me?" I did not reply. I forwarded it to my attorney. Sarah called again 10 times. I finally answered. Her voice trembled. "Dad, what is happening?" "They said the photos are gone. The venue is locked," I interrupted gently. "You told me to watch through the Google Earth window, remember?" Silence then, a quiet sob. Mom said, "I know what she said." My voice did not elevate. "But you are old enough now to decide. What is true?" I ended the call before she could speak again. Some lessons cannot be explained, only experienced. 2 weeks later, I received a handwritten letter from her. She apologized not for the wedding, but for believing the false narrative. She said she finally realized what Julia had done, how easily she had been turned into a weapon. I did not gloat. I did not reply. Forgiveness is not owed. It is earned. Now sometimes I open Google Earth and look at the chateau, the green areas, the empty, Terrace from above. It is beautiful, suspended in time, a perfect illusion, just like their wedding. And me, I do not need to watch anymore. I own the window.